Am I the a-hole for not giving my sister-in-law and her family a luxury vacation? I travel a lot for work, so I have so many hotel and airline points, it is crazy. This summer I'm taking my family to Disney World. We are going to stay at one of the resorts on the property. My sister-in-law and her family had a hard time during the pandemic, so I decided to do something nice and invite them along. My treat. I said I would pay for their flights, hotel, and park tickets. Everyone was excited until she started talking to my wife. Now she is upset that we are staying at one of the resorts, and they have to stay in Disney Springs. Apparently I'm being cheap by using points for their hotel instead of just paying for them to stay at the same resort as us. My wife told her sister and brother-in-law to STFU and accept the gift, but they didn't. They told my in-laws that I was making their kids jealous by not letting them enjoy the same stuff as us. To be clear, the hotel I booked for them is very nice. It's just not the Grand Floridian. So I finally talked to them and gave the choice of accepting my gift or not coming, since I could still cancel their reservations. They started yelling at me for being an asshole and taking something away from their children. I had talked to them like adults, but when they started screaming, their kids heard them and found out that they might not be going. Now their kids are pissed at their parents for possibly effing up their vacation. And I'm the bigger asshole for making them look bad in front of their kids. Am I the a-hole? Comments Empty Comfort 45113. Let me get this straight. You're gifting them airline tickets, park tickets, and a nice hotel, and they demand more? Cancel their tickets immediately. For their benefit too, so they drop this entitled idiocy forever. So the kids learn you get nothing if you're being an ass. So they don't try to walk all over you in the future. NTA, that would be them. Poor kids. Heck, I'll take this amazing gift with endless gratitude. Disney Springs got 4.855 stars. I'll be so happy and grateful if anyone did this for me. Stony Owl, definitely a R choosing beggars situation. OP should take the kids, leave ungrateful Sil and Bill behind. Dr. Strange MD NTA, obviously. So here's what I would do. I would price out by cash what it would cost for what you were giving them. I would write an email to your wife, your Sail BL, in-laws. State the facts. You recognized how difficult things had been for them and that you wanted to do something nice. What you offered. With price breakdown. State that you are offended they would not be appreciative of the gift. They can accept the current gift as is. You recognize that this was an emotional reaction on their part, but you feel you deserve an apology for their reaction. That you recognize this is all stressful, and their reaction did not meant to come off as ungrateful, but that is how you are receiving it. And your feelings are hurt, but you would be happy to move forward. That you will gladly remove the hotel, and they can book the Grand Floridian with prices listed, on their own dime. And you still want an apology. If they find option 1, 2 unacceptable, then you will rescind the gift offer. Apologize for giving them a gift and the matter will be closed. Deleted. Rescind the offer, but take the kids. I feel bad they'll have to pay for their parents' aholery. Edit. Okay, scratch that. I feel bad for the kid. But so many people have made the case that it will either create more drama or set an expectation in the mind of the entitled in-laws that from now on you should be taking their children on vacation with yours. It's too bad that they couldn't just accept your generous gift. Meadow Chef, your Sail could have chosen this route. Your uncle is just amazing and is offering us this unforgettable trip. We will be staying at a different location, but doing all of the parks and activities together. This will give us chance to have some time with just us as a family too. Aren't we lucky to have such generous people in our family? We are really so blessed. But alas, wah. I want more. Edit, yowza. An award. Thanks so much, Sage Phoenix. Based on what OP wrote, it seems the kids did know how lucky they were and are pissed at their parents for potentially messing this up. Sad that the kids are more mature than their parents. Judgment NTA update. Am I the a-hole for only offering to take my wife's niece and nephew on vacation with our family and vehemently excluding my sister-in-law and her husband? 1 year later, last year I thought I would do a nice thing and take my sister-in-law and her family do Disney World with my family. It turned into a crap show because I didn't put them up at the same resort as my family stayed at. We stayed at the Grand Floridian and I put them up at a very nice hotel at Disney Springs. I also paid for their flights, park tickets, and some meals. COVID was hard on them, and I thought I was doing something nice. They went apeshit because I didn't let them stay with us. Anyways, this year we are going to Los Angeles to do all the touristy stuff there. Only 2 days at Disneyland, but it is a much smaller park. We are doing a bunch of other stuff. Our kids love their cousins and wanted them along. I talked to my wife and we agreed to bring just the kids. I did not want a repeat of last year. We talked to her sister and her husband and we asked if we could bring the kids with us. And it was a crap show. They wanted to know why they weren't invited. So I said that they were of course welcome to join us, but that I would not be paying for anything for them. They had to pay for their own flights, their own hotel, their own food, their own everything. That wasn't acceptable to them. They wanted to vacation together as a family. I asked them what they had planned for their vacation this summer. They had no plans to go anywhere. They only want a family vacation if my wife and I pay. We were smart enough not to talk to them in front of their kids, and our kids were told explicitly not to tell their cousins they might get to come with us. So we withdrew the offer and told our kids that their cousins would not be joining us. They were disappointed, but they understood. My in-laws are pissed that we tried to give their kids a cool experience without them. I thought that we were just doing something nice and avoiding the issue of having the kids at different hotels. I am very sure that I'm not wrong. But a few people said I was an asshole last time I asked, so I thought I would check to see if I'm missing something. Comments. Apprehensive Pie 4940 NTA. Your in-laws are choosing beggars. It's a nice gesture to want to take their kids, but what nonsense is it that they want to also go without paying their way? They are ruining things for their own kids. Whichever flying monkeys are calling you an AH are the same people who would never offer the same. They can go pound sand. You Bill and Sil are pathetic. OP. Nobody besides them is bugging us. Apprehensive Pie 4940. Oh, cause you said a few people said I was an asshole last time I asked. So that's why I said they should go pound sand. OP. Oh yeah. This time around I tried to deal with everything privately. No lavishness. 3206 NTA. I went and read your last post. Those people are leeches and you don't owe them anything. Go enjoy your vacation with your kids. It's their own fault their kids won't get a cool experience. OOP, I'm gonna stop trying completely. Seriously. This is just ridiculous. Writing is freedom. They nukes the bridge so it can't be rebuilt. White prison bitch. And now vaping on the fumes. Okay, Entertainment 1123 info. Just wondering how much of a step down a very nice hotel in Disney Springs is from the Grand Floridian? Regardless, the road to a crap show is paved with seemingly good intentions. OOP, the hotel in Disney Springs is $450 a night. They have character breakfasts, they have early access to the parks, and a shuttle. Creative Music 5121 heavily downvoted. I am loath to give any judgment just because I think giving your relatives a paid vacation was nice, but I do see their point. I understand that you didn't maybe couldn't afford to pay for them to stay at the Grand Floridian with you, but it was kind of rude to have them join you on vacation but then do the separate accommodations. You could have stayed with them at the less expensive property or found a different one priced in between for you all to stay together. You think you were being generous, and you were. But at the same time, you let them know that you don't think they are on your level. By now, inviting the kids and not the adults, you reinforce that notion. OP. You feel that spending close to $8,000 on them wasn't enough and I should have spent another $6,000?